Building My Wealth, a podcast dedicated on providing you with valuable information on how to build your wealth. One of the things I've noticed over the years with helping people with their mortgages are the number of people who are surprised to learn they're actually self-employed. Some would even argue that we're all technically self-employed, but that's a very interesting conversation for another day. I'm talking about people where they go to regular jobs. They are treated like regular employees, except in how they get paid. That's some of the surprises I've seen some clients have. When it comes to qualifying for their mortgage, or even when they compare themselves with the document requirements asked of them compared to the document requirements of their salaried spouse, people who are employed by someone else is going to require the least amount of documents. Best not to compare yourself with others. I don't think people are in denial of being self employed. I believe it's more of a lack of understanding of what it truly means for them, especially when it comes to buying property. If you are someone who piles up all your receipts together and hands them into a tax service every year, you're done. This may be new information to you, especially if you got your refund, then who cares, right? You may not really be aware of your true employment status. I mean, from a financial perspective and what that means for you when you're trying to finance a house purchase. If you are looking to purchase a house soon, you may want to speak to someone about your situation because you may be in for some surprises. If you earn a straight T4 and that's it, today's episode may not be for you. However, if some of your earnings comes to you in something other than a T4, or you're thinking about changing jobs, you may want to stick around, especially if you earn a T4A. Actually, this episode is going to be interesting and insightful for anyone who earns something other than a T4 at the end of the year. Anyone who submits invoices regularly, or part of your income comes in the form of commission or bonuses. You have a side gig to earn some extra money. You drive an Uber. You earn money through a multi-level marketing company. Listen, if you earn income in something other than a T4, a pension, old age security, chances are you're self employed. If you just started your job and you're still not sure, take a look at your pay stub. Do you pay CPP and EI deductions? That's Canada Pension Plan and employment insurance. Do you pay those deductions? If the answer is no, you are self employed, and I would recommend you speak with an accountant to avoid owing too much money come tax season. Okay, generally speaking, with any form of income, lenders want to see that any source of income has been a steady source of income for you for the last 2 years. The nice thing about being self employed is that there are mortgage products geared towards those who are self employed. I realize that sounds very salesy, but it's better than being declined by some banks. Which happens if you do not fit within the parameters of what a lender considers an ideal client, then you have to go elsewhere. Now that you see yourself as a self employed person, when it comes to buying a house, I would recommend you speak to a brokerage based mortgage agent because there are going to be more options available to you. For example, let's say you decide to leave your long time job and you're going to do the exact same job, but on your own. You want to be your own boss. Things are going well, and you expect the business to continue, maybe even get better as people discover that you're on your own now. You recently discovered the house you've always wanted just got listed. You've been told you need to wait 2 years, where you will have 2 years worth of tax returns to show. So is that it? No. That's when you speak to a brokerage based mortgage agent because you really do have options. Another problem you might face is claiming too many write offs on your taxes. However, if you don't consider yourself self employed, maybe this really isn't an issue for you. If anything about this episode strikes a chord with you, I highly recommend you speak to an accountant and put some proper tax planning in place instead of blindly handing your receipts to some person once a year. If claiming too many write offs on your taxes is now going to be a problem for you, where it appears that you make too little according to your tax return, and you still want to buy a house, now it's time to speak to that brokerage based mortgage agent. If you earn money outside of receiving normal pay stubs, I cannot stress enough about speaking to both an accountant and a brokerage based mortgage agent. If you don't, you're losing out on opportunities and most likely not keeping as much money in your wallet as you could be. I hope you found this episode helpful, or at least got you thinking about your own situation or maybe a future situation you may find yourself in. With anything being said here, please speak with a professional. Thanks for listening. My name is Juanita Heidebrecht. I help people find money so that they can finance their dreams. Maybe that dream is buying their first home or leveraging the equity in their home to make other dreams reality. I'm an Ontario mortgage agent with Bricks Mortgage, brokerage number 13463. We are actually one of the fastest growing brokerages in Canada. I am the founder of Building My Wealth website and podcast, a resource of various financial industry professionals and experts dedicated on providing you with valuable information on how to build your wealth. I'm also the founder of Wealth Building Divas, a ladies only professional networking group in Ontario. And if that wasn't enough, I'm also a mom, avid reader, crafter, and I love dogs. Please subscribe, and I look forward to having you come back again.